is a mess and your brothers and sisters, you've been fighting with them all day. No, you can't go to Cindy's party. What happens to the child's attitude? It gets worse. They get a bad attitude. And so they storm off to their room. And it seems like they gained like 5,000 pounds. And you hear all this murmuring. No more English. Right? So they go into their room and they're in there sulking. And they close the door a little firmer than they should. Like they really pay rent. If you're going to slam a door, you got to pay something. So they're in there for a while, and then you start thinking about it. You're like, you know what? We talked about the grade thing. We've already talked about, the work with the brothers and sisters, and we can get that room cleaned up afterwards. So you go to the door, you knock on the dungeon door, and the gargoyle dragon monster thing with the steam coming from the door says, "What do you want?" And you say, "You know what? I was just thinking you can go to Cindy's party. You can't stay for the whole thing. I'll leave you there for about an hour. I'll drop you off. I'll pick you an hour and a half. I'll drop you off, pick you up, and then we'll do some other errands and that kind of stuff." What does the child then say? What happens to the child?
I don't want to go. Attitude changes.
The attitude changes. Right? Well, and at least the young people that I've worked with would rather go for a little while than not go at all. Right? And so their attitude changes. So what is the demarcation of an attitude? Or how does one know that one has an attitude? Or what sets the tone for an attitude?